Hi guys, thanks for checking out It's Just Us. Hey. It's just us. Hey, okay, it's just me. It's just me. Hey. It's just me, okay? Because everybody else is gone, okay? I wanted to do this video on our TM Hair Products channel. You probably came from that channel. On our TM Hair Products channel, I used to do little videos talking about relationships and things like that. So when we started our family channel, I said, well, I'll move that content to this channel and focus on hair on that channel. So if you are interested in hair related topics, hairstyles for kids and teens and all that stuff, visit our channel. That's tmhairproducts.com. But on the It's Just Us channel, I can talk about everything else other than hair. So I wanted to talk about, sometimes my children spark ideas, my daughters and my sons spark ideas in my head of things that I want to discuss that I don't necessarily feel like, or maybe they don't necessarily want to be on camera talking about this particular subject. So I wanted to talk to you about 5 things that married women or women that are in very serious committed relationships should not do, right? Also, if I'm going to give you 5, and if you guys like these types of videos, again, leave it in the comments below and I will do more. Just to give you a little background, I have been married for 20 plus years to the same man. We have 7 beautiful children, and over the course of 20 plus years, of course, we've had different highs and lows and experiences that we have gone through. But just for myself, things that I had to learn on my own, things that I learned through experience. These are 5 things that, just my personal opinion, that a woman in a marriage should not do. Number 1, ignore the signs. If there is something wrong or something that bothers you, don't think it's going to get better. 1, he could not know he's doing it. He could be very unaware of what he's doing that causes you anger, discomfort, frustration. So don't ignore the signs, because it's possibly a conversation away from being fixed. Number 2, which kind of piggybacks on number 1, never stop communicating. Always communicate. You might not come to a resolution in the moment, but always communicate. Communicate in a way that, how do I say it and not be offensive? Always communicate. Now, it doesn't mean you guys are going to always agree, because you're 2 completely different people, possibly from 2 completely different backgrounds, from 2 different homes. So you guys won't always agree, but you always need to communicate, especially if you have children, things like that. Never, ever stop communicating. Now, this might blow some of y'all wigs off, or in my case, head wraps, or braids, or 2-strand twists, or whatever you're wearing. Hold on to your seats, your wigs, your hat. Hold on to your edges. Never, ever use the cat as a pawn. And by cat, ladies, I know you know what I mean. The box. You get what I'm saying. Never, ever use that as a pawn, as leverage. So, you mad, so he gets no box. He gets no kitty. He gets no cat. Never. And this is things that I would tell my daughters. Never use that as a pawn. Why? Because you don't want him to use his wallet as a pawn. You don't want him to get upset and be like, well, you know what? I'm not paying the mortgage. Your car note won't get paid. Even if you work. If you have a husband, he takes the brunt of the bills. In most households. Now, if you can't do it, of course, obviously I'm not talking to you. If you know both incomes are very crucial, of course I'm not talking to you, but you don't want that. So don't use the box, the kitty, as a pawn, because you don't want him to use his wallet as a pawn, right? Also, never, ever ever lose yourself. Never lose yourself. Always be the person. Now, when I say lose yourself, sometimes when we get in a marriage, relationships, we have children. For me, let me give you an example for me. And this is why this is one of my top 5 things that I would say don't do. For me, when I got married, that was my world. I wanted to be the best wife under the sun. So, in me trying to be a perfect wife, I'll say, when there's no such thing. My mom, when she was married, she divorced. I never liked divorce. She wasn't married to my dad, but she did have a husband, and she divorced him. The one thing I respected about my mom is they never fought, argued in front of us. I never heard him or her raise their voice to each other. I respect that now because I know that takes a lot of strength. That affected me in my relationship, in my marriage. So when I got married, I wanted to be the perfect wife. Of course, I was very young. I don't regret getting married young, but I'm just saying the mentality that I had at that time. I wanted to be the perfect wife, which is no such thing as the perfect wife. So I lost myself in trying to be the perfect wife. I lost my sense of style. Anything I thought he liked, that's what I liked. Anything in terms of even my clothes, whatever I felt like he liked. Now, we have 2 completely different styles. Now, my husband has great taste, obviously. He has great taste in clothes and fashion. He's one of those men who can dress to the T, who can pair clothes together. Like, he's one of those type of men. Like, you know, I don't have to lay his clothes out. And, you know, I'm like, no, don't wear that. No. You know, he's great at picking clothes. He has his own style, and he has what he likes to see me in. And then I have what I like to see me in. Now, the difference between us is our styles are completely different. If I go shopping, if he goes shopping for me, the things that he'll buy me would never be what I would pick for myself. Ever. I would never pick it for myself. Whether it's shoes, clothes, jewelry, I would never pick it for myself. But when he picks it, I'm like, oh, that's nice. And not because he bought it, but because, well, it wasn't my eye. You get what I'm saying? Like, our styles are completely different. Now, when I would go shopping for myself, I would try to match what I thought his style was, losing my own style. That's what I mean by lose yourself. There was things I liked, but I didn't think he particularly liked it. So I stopped it, losing myself. So what I'm saying to you guys is find the balance of, yes, you want him to like what he sees, but you also want to like what you see. Does that make sense? So don't lose yourself. That's what I mean by losing yourself. And also, never stop growing. When you're in a marriage or relationship, things are ever evolving. You're ever changing. Never stop growing. Never stunt your greatness. Never become complacent. Always try and better yourself. Even the older you get, always try and grow. Always try and learn. Again, you're 2 different people. You may not see things the same. You probably won't see a lot of things the same. But try and learn from his experience and your own personal experiences. Never stop growing. And this is, I know I said 5, but this is a bonus. Never stop praying together. That is very crucial. Never stop praying together. That's very important. If you have children, pray with your children as well. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and give you those 5 things that women tend to do, and sometimes they never find themselves or recover. They never get back to them. Like the losing yourself is very personal to me, because I continue to this day, to be honest, to find me. Because shortly after I got married, I started having children. So then you wanted to be the perfect mother. You wanted to be to your children what your parents couldn't be to you. So I threw myself into my kids. I threw myself into my husband. So it was like, once my children start to get older and they didn't require as much of me, I found myself saying, okay, what does T like? What are her interests? What does she like to do? Because my personal needs or feelings or wants for myself were thrown in the background. Because my children didn't ask to be here, so I wanted to give them everything that I didn't have. My mother, she worked, so there was a lot of things she couldn't come to for us. I didn't want my children to experience that, so I threw myself into my children. I was the parent always at the school. I was on every field trip. I was up cooking breakfast in the morning before my kids go to school. My kids did not eat leftovers. My kids, they ate food, breakfast, pancakes, hash brown, eggs, bacon, things like that in the morning before they went to school. I was a volunteer at the school. I still volunteer, but you know, I'm talking about when I was younger, my children were younger. You know, I was everything, everywhere. I was at the school so much with my children that other children would be like, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, because I was always at the school. At my daughter's school, they knew me, and as if you're a parent, make yourself very visible, very present in your children's school, because that makes a world of difference. But yeah, so for me, I find myself now saying, when you have time, what do you like? What are your interests? What are things that intrigue you? What are, you know, so I'm still finding myself, because now most of my children are older. I still have younger children, but most of my children are older, so they don't need me as much. They don't need me to drive them to baseball practice. They don't need me to, you know, drive them here, drive them there, you know, or do this or do that. And my husband and I are both very hands-on, so I'm not taking all of the credit. We are both very hands-on. You know, he will work, and, you know, I have to take this one here, you have to take that one there, you know, because it was just us. It's just our family. That's why this channel name is just us, because it's literally just us. So whatever we have to do, it has to be worked out amongst us. So if this one has an event and then this one has an event, okay, I'm like, okay, we have to go to this event, and then my husband may have to go to this event. But in terms of me as a woman now, I'm finding myself saying, what is it that I like, even in style and clothes? Like, what is it that I like, as opposed to what my husband likes? Now, there are things he likes, and I try to, you know, give him things he likes. But I also want to like it because I like it, and not like it because he likes it. Does that make sense? So I hope these tips help you out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. There's a little red button down at the bottom that says subscribe. Click it and turn it gray. Subscribe for all of the videos, and I'm going to have more content coming out for you guys. If you're familiar with me on my other channel, there's just been a lot going on, but I love interacting with young ladies. That's a passion of mine. These are the types of conversations that I have with my daughters all the time, and they are the ones who was like, "Mom, you need to put this stuff on camera." Like, not everybody knows this kind of stuff, or not everybody thinks this way, or you know. So, but anyway, that's something else. We can do something else. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.